Hello everyone. It is time for another research video, and it's very rare that I get caught off guard, but this one caught me off guard. So I'm gonna do placemats, and there are placemats that sell for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I pick up placemats regularly for a couple dollars, flip them for 20, 30, 40, sometimes $50. I had no idea some of the value in some of these placemats. And when I say that, I'm talking like over $500 for placemats. And there were some names that I was not aware of at all. So this one was very eye-opening for me, and I hope it's going to be for you as well. All right, we are starting off with 12 hand-woven rattan plate chargers, 14-inch. They put heavy rustic placemats outdoor dining. These 12 sold for $143. They did have them on a 20% off sale. This is over $10 per charger plate. Charger plates are something to keep an eye out for as well. So these are not name brand. They are just hand-woven rattan chargers, and an incredible sale at $143. Next up is a set of 4 placemats. They put farmhouse, woodland, animals, winter placemat, set of 4, seasonal, winter, Christmas, holiday. They had 2 sets of these at $191 a set, and they sold both of them. So these, again, do not appear to be branded, which is absolutely incredible. Great photography here. I don't know if these are new. It doesn't say they are vintage, but this is an incredible sale. So I wanted to show you these, know what they look like, and almost $200 for 4 placemats I will take any day. Next up is a name that I was not familiar with, and that is Max Studio. So this is a 6 count of Max Studio beaded silver ornate snowflake placemats. Does say set Christmas and holidays. They are 15 inches round, and the set of 6 sold for $172. It looks like they had 2 sets of 6. They have sold 1. There is 1 left. And watch for beaded placemats. These are probably pretty darn heavy. And watch for Max Studio as well. We'll take a look at these beautiful glass beads. I've sold a few sets of glass beaded placemats, and here you can see it says Max Studio beaded charger. So I probably would have put charger in that title. That seller did not, and they still sold a set of 6 at $172. Next up is some more beaded placemats, but these are from Pier 1. So it is a set of 6 patriotic placemats, $180, $30 for a single placemat. Absolutely incredible. And keep in mind, again, this one and the last one are both heavy beaded placemats. I pay close attention when I see them. They are heavy. They are well made. Here you can see the Pier 1 Imports placemat. These are 12 by 16, and an incredible sale. Watch for Pier 1 as well. I've done very well with their items. Next up is a lot of 13 vintage Ralph Lauren polo napkins. They could also be used as placemats. These are blue cotton denim with the American flag logo. This was an auction, but they only got 1 bid, but that was at $195, over $10 per napkin. So napkins might be another interesting thing for me to do as well. I love the linen stuff because this stuff is typically pretty low priced everywhere. So here you can see these up close, the Ralph Lauren, 100% cotton, and an incredible sale at $195. All right, here are some more beaded placemats. Beaded tropical shells, 36-inch runner with 4 clam placemats and 4 napkin rings. It does say they are new. They had 2 sets of them for $194. Both of them sold. I do not see a name brand on these. They are absolutely beautiful. Look at that runner. These, I can imagine, are heavy. If you have not held a beaded placemat, go somewhere, find one, feel them. And this is an incredible sale at almost $195. Next up is Vintage 8 Dance Designs Linen Placemats, Ritva Puotila, made in Finland. And these 8 sold for $199. Guys, this is incredible. You can see here the tag, Finnish accent, designed by Ritva Puotila, 100% linen. I pay attention to linen stuff, dance designs. This is absolutely incredible. Incredible sale. They are showing them. There's a few flaws on a couple of these. You can see spots there. So they are not in perfect condition. There's a couple more stains on that one. And these placemats still sold for $200. So don't think that because they have stains, they're not valuable. A lot of times that simply is not the case. Next up is a set of 4 rare vintage acorn blue willow placemats with corkback set. This is a set of 4 cobalt blue pattern. They sold for $200. So the hard placemats with the cork back, I typically pay attention to. The ones I've gotten have only been about $30 to $40, not this high, but Acorn is not a name I knew. So again, with this video, I am learning a lot of new names to look out for, and I want to make sure that you know them as well. You can see these are only 13 inches, so they're actually a little bit small for placemats. And remember the name Acorn, an incredible sale for 4 at $200. Next up is another name I did not know, and that is Folly Cove designer Mulberry Maze. So this is actually just fabric, but they listed it as placemats, and I'm assuming these can be cut very easily into placemats. $215. So you can see down on the bottom, it does say Mulberry Maze Folly Cove design. Folly Cove is incredibly expensive, and it came up a lot. So you can see here the little fringe, and this is just an incredible sale. This, I believe, is just this single piece that sold for $215. So remember, if you see anything that says that Folly Cove, definitely pay attention. Next is a set of Linux placemats. This is autumn pattern. It was a set of 8 napkins and placemats, $239. So look at how gorgeous these are. These definitely would have caught my eye. I don't know that I would have pegged them for being worth that much. And before doing this video, I don't know if I would have researched it. So this is something I very possibly would have undersold. But now I know this pattern, and I know that if I get something similar to this, I am going to look it up. Next is a Margab Organdy placemats and napkins, pink scallopino, original box. These were Irish linen, and this set sold for $259. No bright pattern here, solid pink. I even see some rust spots from age on this one. So here you can see it's in that original box. There is the Margab name. So for this, I definitely would have looked it up because of the name. There you can see it was sold at Dayton's department shop. Look at how beautiful these placemats are. Absolutely gorgeous, and an incredible sale at $260. Next is another name I did not know, and that is Lynn Chase. And there were quite a few Lynn Chase placemats in the top selling. This is a set of 4 Tiger Raj placemats. They sold for $260. So look at these, remember these, And I want to show you, I'm going to find one I can zoom in here. Here is the Lynn Chase box that you need to keep an eye out for. These are Pimpernel. I have found Pimpernel, but I have not found Lynn Chase Pimpernel. So definitely remember that. And let's see if I can zoom in here real quick for you guys. These are signed Lynn Chase at the bottom and Pimpernel. So even if you found these without the box, you would be able to look them up. And this was a great sale at $260. Next is a name I think we all know, and that is Mackenzie Childs. So this is a rare jeweled circle Mackenzie Childs placemat, lot of 7. They sold for $282. Mackenzie Childs is something to look out for in any category. I didn't even know there were placemats. Now I do. These had very, very clearly made and written tags, very easy to read. These are 100% jute and beautiful, beautiful placemats. But again, if I didn't see that Mackenzie Childs name, I don't know that I would have seen this much value in this set. Next up is a 16-piece wheat vintage Margab Madeira, 8 placemats, 8 napkins, pale pink. This set sold for $295. Absolutely incredible. I have found Madeira in my vintage linen lots I have purchased. They are out there. Beautiful, beautiful set. And these are very, very high quality. These do not have the Madeira tag. I have probably found more Madeira than I know. I typically like to see the tag so I know for sure what they are. And this was an incredible sale at $295. Next up, this is a Baroness Rapisardi gardening hand embroidered placemat or tray cloth. It does say linen from Italy. This is a single one that sold for $300. Look at this hand stitching. Incredible detail on this. And again, I would not have known the value. Absolutely amazing work. And a single placemat. Now, they also put tray cloth, which I have not thought of. So that is definitely something to keep in mind as well. An incredible sale at $300. Next up is another set by Lynn Chase. I do not know if these are Pimpernel as well, but this set of 8 sold for $295. This is a really, really cool black background and jungle theme. These are definitely different looking. I don't see that these are signed by Lynn Chase like that last one, but it looks like they do have that sticker. So this one is an original design by Lynn Chase. This was made for Chase Ltd by Lady Claire. And this one does say it goes to the Chase Wildlife Foundation, made in England. So these were not Pimpernel like the last ones were. And these are also cork back. They are hard placemats. You can see it says lacquer finish mats and trays. And an incredible sale. There is that made in England. They did have the box with these as well. One of them has a rip here. So these were not in perfect condition. That is why that seller did put Reed in the title, and they still sold for almost $300. Up next is a set of 8 vintage hand embroidered and applique placemat set with napkins and the runner, and the set sold for $345. Beautiful work, and I love how the seller chose that zoomed in picture for the first one. Here you can see the whole set with the placemats, napkins, and the runner. And this one looks to be linen. I would almost put money that this is a linen set. Beautiful, beautiful set, and an incredible sale at $345. So do not discount some vintage linens. There is definitely some money to be made. Next up, these are absolutely gorgeous. These are French Princess lace, 10 placemats, and the runner, and the set sold for $400. Beautiful lace work on this. There is that runner and all the placemats. I think I probably would have put Victorian in this title. This would be beautiful in a Victorian house. Look at the detail on the edges. Absolutely amazing, amazing set, and a great sale at $400. Next is vintage Madeira linen organdy placemats, 11 piece, Madame Pompadour. It does say romance. These are so pretty. I've never seen any like these. And this set sold for $400. Look at the lady. I think it's so cool. And it almost looks like a stained glass window behind her. And there are different scenes on each placemat, which is so cool. It's almost like a courting couple scene with them individually. And these are absolutely incredible. Some of the prettiest placemats that I have seen. An incredible sale at $400. All right, with this one, we are up to our top 5 selling. This is a set of new tags, Alexander Girard, which was not a name I knew, orange fruit tree print placemats. There are 4 of them. They sold for $500, $125 a placemat. So crazy. Here you can see the tag on this, Girard Placemat Fruit Tree Orange. They also still had their original tags, and they are hand printed in the USA. It does say by Maximo Design. So remember these names, Maximo Design as well as Alexander Girard. There are the 4 placemats laid out. And this is what I like to see. These have tags. So even if they didn't have those new tags, they do have tags on them that state Alexander Girard as well as Maximo. And this is an incredible, incredible sale. They are linen and cotton, and 4 of them sold for $500. Number 4 is a name that I hope you know, and that is Hermes. This is a set of 6 placemats, vintage toucan. They did say they are authentic, $499 for these toucan placemats. These would have caught my eye whether I knew the name brand or not. They are very bright. They are very vibrant, but there is that Hermes Paris. Hermes. I'm horrible at my H's. If you know me, you know that. Beautiful toucan and butterfly. And again, whether I saw the name on these or not, that bright, vibrant pattern would have caught my eye. They do have their original tags, an incredible sale at $500. Number 3 looks so simple, but it is 8 chargers that sold for $500. I did not know this name. You definitely need to know it, and that is Kim Siebert. So here you can see these do have their original tags. They were originally $115 each. So incredibly expensive. But without the tag on this, I don't feel like most places are going to know the value. So hopefully with this one, you would be able to identify it using Google Lens if you come across these. Number 2 is another name I did not know, and that is D. Porto Flax Linen Butterfly Scalloped 8 placemats, 7 napkins, $649 sale. Absolutely incredible. Most places are not going to put the value with the linens. Here you can see made in France, Porto, 100% flax. That tag would have caught my eye. There are spots on these, and they still sold for $649. Our number 1 selling placemats are these Folly Cove designers. Again, remember Folly Cove. This is Eno Natty Ringneck Pheasant, 4 placemats, original tag. This was an auction. There were 5 different bidders. It was a 10-day auction. It was started at $150 and went up to almost $1,500. You need to know Folly Cove. Here we will take a look at the back. You can see the Folly Cove Designers ring neck pheasant. And these are incredible, incredible pieces. And it says for the yard. Again, I think these are fabric, but I think they made placemats. So that other piece was almost like a fabric sample that we saw earlier. This is the actual placemats and was almost a $1,500 sale. All right, did that blow your mind? Because it definitely blew my mind. Incredible value on these placemats. If you're not paying attention, start looking. They don't break. They're not fragile. They don't take up a lot of space. I love vintage linens. I hope you do as well. And I hope you learn some new names and styles and brands and looks to keep an eye out for. I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope the week upcoming is great for you. It is Dalton's first week out of school. So we are going to have an absolute blast this summer. I hope you are as well. I appreciate you watching. Comment, tell me what was your favorite or what like totally blew your mind. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you have not yet, and I will see you on the next one.